Teachers, very soon, and we will be starting a new trimester of teaching. I want to let you know that what you do before your class, before every class, matters as much as what you do during your class. What I'm talking about is planning your lessons. It's a vital job of being a teacher, and now is the time to start planning your lessons. When you plan your lesson, that's the time when you can get creative. When you plan your lessons, that's the time when you can think of the step-by-step flow of each lesson you're going to give. And when you plan your lesson, you can anticipate problems that your students are going to have and be ready with solutions for them. Lesson planning is so important, and now is the time to do it. Maestros, ya casi iniciamos otro trimestre en Centro Noé. Y lo que quiero decirles es lo que tú haces antes de dar tu clase es tan importante que lo que haces durante tu clase. ¿A qué me refiero? A planear tus lecciones. Cuando tú planeas tus lecciones, es el tiempo para pensar creativamente. Es el tiempo para pensar en los pasos de cada lección. Es el tiempo para anticipar dificultades que van a tener tus alumnos y pensar de antemano en las soluciones. Tus lecciones van a ser mucho mayores cuando tú te inviertes el tiempo en planificar tus lecciones. An amazing thing happens when we invest ourselves in planning our lessons. When you internalize what the students are going to learn, then you, teacher, have freedom to improvise. You can, on the fly, think of better activities and options because you really know the lesson. What's interesting is if you don't do your work planning and you try to improvise, that is when disasters happen. Algo interesante ocurre cuando tú tienes bien dominado tu lección. Tú ganas el derecho de improvisar. Porque llevas la lección aquí y ya sabes la meta, tú puedes en el momento ver mejores opciones, mejores caminos. Tal vez modificas tu actividad. Pero cuando no haces la tarea de preparar tu lección y tratas de improvisar, eso es cuando lecciones ocurren que son aburridas, que no funcionan y cuando causan el efecto así en tus alumnos. Entonces, vamos a planificar bien las lecciones. So we have for you something very valuable in Google Drive. We have for you your Trimester Planner, and it's already filled out for you. Take a look. As you can see, on these cells are simply SB. What is SB? Student book. And it's just the page number. So this is not a lesson plan. Rather, this trimester planner lets you know what material to use when you plan each lesson. This helps you stay on track during the trimester so that you don't get lost, so that you can finish all the chapters you need to finish in your trimester. Eso lo que acaban de ver es un trimester planner. No es una lección, no es un plan de lección en sí, sino es todo el trimestre. La SB significa Student Book, el libro de estudiante. Esas son las páginas que van a ver en el Student Book. Ahora, te toca a ti planificar cada lección, pero the Trimester Planner te ayuda mucho para saber cuánto materia vas a cubrir en cada día. So here is where you find your trimester lesson plans. Go into Google Drive and Secundaria. In the moment, we only have filled out lesson plans available for Secundaria. Entras en Google Drive, picas Secundaria, y aquí tenemos Book 1, 2, 3, or 4. Lo picas, según tu nivel, and click on Lesson Plans. Buscas la carpeta Lesson Plans, y ahí está. You can find it right there in the folder where you can view it and, of course, print. Ahí lo encuentras, el archivo, puedes verlo y, por supuesto, imprimir. There is a different adult lesson planner filled out with less days to correspond to the Tuesday, Thursday schedule. Hay otro para los adultos que corresponde con sus clases que son martes y jueves. There are lesson plans for all 4 levels. You can see book 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just look for that lesson plans folder. Click on it. And you will find your trimester. One final note. This trimester planner is a suggestion. You are free to modify it if you need to make any changes. Perhaps you want to skip a page, or maybe you want to spend 2 days on a certain page, or what have you. Maybe you need to set aside time for reviewing for the mid-book test or final test. That is up to you. You can make those decisions. This is just a guideline to help you. Este es un guía. Te ayuda a saber si andas bien en el material que vas a cubrir en este trimestre o si estás atrasado o adelantado.